Hey Jerome, this is Cedd God's Wisdom, aka Spiritual Guru Athena, Goddess of Wisdom. Okay, Jerome, this is your natal chart reading. Remember to please get your notebook and pen and paper and take notes throughout the video. Remember, you're gonna have to watch this video at least 5 or more times to really fully grasp everything because there's a lot to break down and a lot to comprehend. Remember, this is a journey, this is a process. You're not gonna know everything, um, you know, quickly. Astrology is like an onion. It's many layers, okay? So have patience with yourself. Remember that you should not want to share this video with no one you don't trust. Okay, this is your personal star codes, your personal information. This is your birthday, this is your time of birth. This is all you. So if you trust anybody, then you could let them, listen in on your natal chart reading. But for the most part, try to keep this private to yourself, because again, this is about you, unraveling your mind, unraveling your subconscious mind, unraveling um, your blueprint, your map, because that's what a natal chart is. The natal chart is the map, what you chose this lifetime, your past life. Okay. Now the video, it should be 30 minutes. Okay. I'm not going to be able to cover everything. Okay. So I'm gonna pause the video on some things. So remember, pause the video. Write down notes from what you've seen, from the notes I have and stuff like that. Okay. But remember to pause the video throughout the whole video to fully write down and get everything you need and get your questions. Once you get all your questions together, then you hit me back up and we could, go over it, once I could fit you in my schedule, okay? Um, Let me make sure I went over all the disclaimers. Remember, these are not facts. These are just interpretations. Yes, the stars are real and they compel, but they're just interpretations. This is my perspective, what I see, my clear vision, my psychic abilities channeling through this information from my studying. Okay, so remember to always have discernment, but always keep an open mind. This is some of the stuff you might hear, you might know about yourself, and some stuff you might not. Okay, so remember, always keep an open mind, which it should be good for you because you are a double Libra rising, sun and rising sign. Sun, this is your sacred geometry. So a lot of your energy is over this side of the chart. Nothing really over on this side of the chart, which is interesting. The third and the sixth. So a lot of focus on other stuff, but not your heart. The fifth house rules the heart. Not too much on the heart. You got an empty fifth house. So I took notes on that. You got empty fifth house and seventh house. But you got the Chiron room conjunct this angle. So remember Chiron. We're going to talk about Chiron later on in the video. Remember Chiron, okay? He's the wounded healer. He was the teacher to the gods, okay? But yeah, back to your chart. See, so you have the sun in Libra and your ascendant Libra too. The ascendant is the body. The ascendant is the head. The ascendant is how everything falls throughout the whole body, okay? Very interesting. So how this work is, I look at patterns, and that's what you want to look in astrology. Astrology is all about patterns and paying attention to patterns, okay? So the first pattern is coming up. I saw straight out the gate was that you were double Libra, okay? So sun and rising sign. So you're double. There's two strikes toward you being ruled by Venus, female planet. Where's Venus, the ruler of your sun and rising sign, or who you are, because Venus rule Libra. So the rising sign again, who you are. So you are love, sex, money, and a little bit travel, because you got the moon place in the ninth house. The ninth house rule travel, faith, religion. So remember the houses, and you want to research the houses and go deeper into the rule of your houses. Remember, this is an onion, and you got to peel back each layer, okay? So by you being a double double Libra. And the ruler of Libra is Venus. She's in Scorpio, which is bad. That's strike one. Strike two, you have a retrograde. You got the goddess of love sleeping on you. So first thing I saw, I was like, okay, wait, Venus doesn't like Scorpio, and she's in retrograde. Okay, so that's karma right there. And on top of being in Scorpio, that's another dot for karma. So I'm like, okay, why? What did he do to women in his past life? So I took some notes on, like literally what you told me from the other day from the text. You was like the guy was like, yeah, you meant to be alone. You know, you are meant to be alone. You did some horrible things to women in your past life because, again, you got the goddess of love in Scorpio. She doesn't like the underworld. And then you got her retrograde. You got her sleeping on you. So she not really, women, the goddess of love ain't going to start giving you favor with positive traits toward women until, say, like after 30. You know, like you gonna have to you have to had a long road this lifetime. It's all about, you know, healing and facing past life karma with women. Women. Okay. So first thing I noticed, it was like he had bad karma with women, men open enemies, all around money, because you have Venus in the second house. Second house rule money. So remember, second house. Look up, write down second house, research second house because you got a lot of energy in the second house. Okay. King energy, making money from them both, like both men and women. And I picked up, I channeled pimp energy. I was getting some pimp energy from you. Um, Meant to make something right this lifetime. Yeah, lifetime woman. Okay. Yeah, so like I say, with this retrograde Venus, you meant to make something right this lifetime with women. Okay. And why we say that? Because remember, she's in retrograde. So this is something you have to repeat. So whatever women are married, because she also ruled marriage, whatever person you married or people you had strong commitments with this lifetime are meant to do you in. And also we look in the chart, Venus rules two signs. She rules Libra and she rules Taurus. And how we look at it is we look to the signs that the planet rules to see how it's expressed. So it's again, eighth house is six. So research eighth house, okay? And you have who there? Eighth house, Karen, womb. So in your past life, again, perception, it seems like a woman killed you because the eighth house also rules death. So it also rules marriage. So your first or your early on marriage partner could have killed you in a past life. And the karma from that seeped over to this lifetime, again, for you to have a tumultuous and trials and tribulations around women in marriage, okay? I mean, your chart is screaming like bad karma with women, okay? So that's that with Venus. Let me make sure I got it covered up. Yeah, Venus. So that's another question, question you want to answer, like why you had to be ruled by the goddess of love, why the goddess of love is turned off on you, and Scorpio is the underworld. So a lot of because Scorpio deal with secret relationships, so you could be prone to having a lot of secret relationships, and then you got Mars, Mercury, all in Uranus, all in the second house in conjunction. So again, you with Uranus. Let's look at the aspects of Venus. So you got it conjunct Mars. Venus is women, Mars is men. So that's again being open-minded to like a lot of experiences. I'm gonna just say a lot of experiences, okay? Venus, Venus, sextile North Node. So again, your destiny will be pulling you towards women and being married to a woman this lifetime or a person that has like a lot of feminine energy. Um, and let's see what aspects you got with Venus. And then you got Venus conjunct Uranus. So this again deal with multiple marriages, also all multiple partners or all multiple sex partners, and also deal with psychic abilities, enlightenment. So for some reason, women wake you up. Women trigger you. So that's another dot. So that's like four dots for women really I ain't gonna say out to get you, but like your whole evolution is around women. And how I noted again, the fifth dot is you have Pluto, because Pluto is the shadow work and what the soul needs to work on this lifetime, like a skip step is in Libra relationships. Who rules Libra? Venus. So that's another dot for your shadow work around relationships. Where is it? In the first house. And also Pluto could be considered like again the soul. So your soul is like fully in your body. So it's like you have a whole lot of power. Like you are like the detective for like I'm hearing king or like a king status detective like over like not over relationships, but like your whole evolution is like evolving how you deal with relationships, how you deal with everything Venus rules. So you really need to research Venus and get comfortable with Venus, because Venus is literally your ruler, your sun, your ascendant, Pluto. She's ruling a lot of stuff in your eighth house of sex, marriage, death, transformation. Venus is like talking a whole lot in your chart. Um, but it's like with Pluto in the first house, that's super super psychic, and also you could talk to the dead with this Pluto in the first house. But yeah, get your questions, get research on Venus and the energy of Venus, in Scorpio, and learn about her detriment and how that how you get to be able to turn Venus on for you, because they say in astrology that the planet starts when it's in detriment or it's positioned in a bad place. It start working for the person like out again after 30. So I think you are over 30. It should be now, working for you. But we're gonna talk about that later, because for the next 2 years you're going through a lot of transformations. Like I know from the back. But let's see what's next. Okay, so your destiny this lifetime, your north node. The north node is destiny. Your north node ruler is Mercury. Your north node is in Virgo. So this lifetime is really meant what house Virgo rules. Virgo rules the 12th house. So it's really all about ascending, meeting God, going back to like I'm seeing like a higher dimension. It's like you from a higher dimension. You're not from this. I don't know how you feel. It's because I'm channeling like you're not from this physical plane. Like you somebody. Again, I keep hearing king, somebody powerful in the spirit realm. Uh, and then Libra, all this air energy, like from the sky, and then Virgo deal with the earth healing. So it's like you like, and then it's in the 12th house, so behind the scenes. So you have a lot of healing abilities that you could unlock this lifetime, because again, the south node is Pisces. So you're coming from like the divine mother, the divine father, Neptune, Jupiter energy, a spiritual guru. So you have a lot of abilities to unlock, but the question is, are you ready and willing to unlock them? But I'm thinking you have to heal and transmute all your karma with women and relationships and money, everything that deal with the second house, okay? So you got the ruler, your chart ruler in the second house of money, and then you got your North Node ruler Mercury in the second house of money. So there's two dots for you to be really focused on money, standing up for yourself. The second house deal with your values, your self-esteem, how you love yourself, being comfortable with yourself. Um, the throat chakra. The second house is the throat chakra. The second house is also like your gifts and talents, um what's the word I'm looking for? Your um arsenal, your like abilities, but more so of like I'm hearing like the word motivation, okay? And you got Mercury, the healer, Venus, the goddess of love. He also is the god of astrology too. And then you got Mars, god of war, and then you got Uranus, another god of astrology, awakenings, all in the second house of money. And also Uranus rule instant manifestation. So this is a lot of energy in the second house. So why you want to focus on money in values in material things this lifetime. And it's a Scorpio. So why your focus want to be again Libra relationship Scorpio 6? So a whole lot of um sex relationships, and I'm hearing the word traveling, moving about, and then you got very open-minded person with this energy. Are these planets here? Because Mercury is let me see, Mercury. I'm trying to make sure I say the right thing. I don't want to throw you off. Venus is women, Mars is men, Uranus rule over anybody that's different, gay people, genius people, enlightened people, astrologers. Um, Mercury rules over communication, healing, travel, local travel, moving fast, a lot of fast energy, a lot of power in the second house. And I'm hearing like your words, like I'm hearing like an instant manifesto using your words. Okay? But with the North Node, your destiny is to have a comfortable life. I'm hearing a comfortable life this lifetime. Because your South Node ruler, Jupiter, Neptune. Where's Jupiter, Neptune? A public marriage. A public, because the 10th house is public. So research the 10th house. 10th house, Jupiter in the 10th, deal with being, he's the guru, but you have it in Leo. So like a famous couple. A known couple. So being known. You really meant to be known and famous because Leo is fame. So it's in the sign of Leo. Leo is ruled by what? The sun. The sun is in the first house of the body. So your body is meant to make you a lot of money. A lot of money. So I'm telling you, somebody very, very important in the spirit realm. Okay? Let me see what else. Karma planets. So yeah, the karma planets Lilith, Saturn, South Node, Pluto. So let's look at Pluto again. You have karma around relationships. Pluto, and then Saturn. Saturn is in Virgo. You have karma around the earth, healing. I'm hearing the word because Virgo is the fallen angel, so falling down to earth. Why did you fall? Interesting. Fall. Where's the ruler of Virgo? Mercury, second house. Money, women, men, war. I'm hearing war. A war. I'm hearing a war happen in the heavens. Because Libra deal with the heavens. The heavens. And it's like you fell down. Interesting. To earth. Okay. And what else? The South Node, Jupiter. So your marriage partner. So again, your marriage partner again is Chiron in the 8th house of marriage. So your marriage partner again killed you, brought you down to earth, took you out, and then Lilith. Let's look at Lilith right quick. Lilith. A lot of aspects. We're gonna have to get to this. Say pause on this and write those down and do your research on these because we don't have time to discuss these in a video. I'll make sure I cover. So research stelliums, research T-squares, cradle, and then look at the planets that's aspecting in their geometry. Okay? And how T-squares work, you have to figure out the missing piece on this side. The missing piece. Because it's supposed to go like a square. So you want to focus on the missing piece. Okay, but we have to talk about that. I want to make sure I get enough time to talk about old Lilith in your past life karma. So the dot about you being free, open, and not being restricted. So we have a lot of dots for that. So you have the first dot is you have Lilith in the 9th house. Lilith in the 9th house is much too free, and Lilith is the female side, the dark female side of us. Okay, so you're gonna hear the people talked about has the word her here, but that's just your female side, your dark female side. Okay, it's much too free to be bothered with rules or precautions. She travels alone. She pursues high goals She enjoys plenty of sex without romantic attachment. She does whatever she wants, whenever she wants. Limitations aren't even a consideration. Your feminist work is to remain a free spirit always. So see how that contradicts with your North Node being in a marriage. So you really do need a partner that's open-minded and that's open. But how long can an open marriage or open partnership last? You see what I'm saying? So this is a lot of karma for you to figure out dealing with relationships. So you really, that should be the stamp on your top of your paper. Relationships, relationships, relationships. How can I balance my rebel, my free spirit in being committed to a relationship or being committed to a marriage, okay? So that's something you have to figure out this lifetime, okay? So I'm gonna take you down what this past life karma is with this Lilith, okay? So be mindful of Lilith, all right? In the energy that she brings in your life, because she should have been hit on like in the past 2 years for you. So let me know if this resonates with you, what Lilith is saying, okay? The person enjoys giving. Oh, I need a hollow shit. The person enjoys giving praise to the object of her love and the fruits of her labor, but she requires a similar attitude towards her from people for whom she does not feel a strong passion. Okay? She behaves like a narcissist, pursuer, self-centered, and ambitious, abusing her power and attitude that in a emanates from an extravagant sense of importance of her presence in the world. The person may also boast, show arrogance, and have a tendency to take too much on herself. She is possessed by a frequent desire to give lessons and does not like children. She tends to play the game of the love slave or to impose this role on her partners. Now remember, this is what you did in your past life, and it could be this is your karma. So everything I'm reading, it deals with your karma in past life and what you have to deal with this lifetime. Okay, what Lilith is bringing into your life. Okay, the proactive role are played by brilliant and remarkable people and perhaps children. We're going over this so you know and aware of your shadow side and how you come off to others, okay? Because Lilith is energy can be real, real nasty, and you might not see how you coming off to others. So me reading this, it should be helping you become more aware of how you treat people, and especially children, from the way this is talking about going, okay? The person is possessed by vanity and excessive pride. She is jealous and takes revenge on all those who are talented. She behaves like an imposter, an uses upstart and uses sex, eros, and for malice purposes. This is the karma of a gambler, a party animal, a Don Juan, a pimp, a molester, or a child killer. In a previous life, the person may have abused some great power she had, such as a hierarchical position without equal, could have hurt her loved ones, or more simply was self-centered, exuberant, or buried her talent. She could have been the keeper of a brothel or a drug den. In this life, the person is attracted to debauchery, prostitution, pornography, gambling, and to the vandalism of artworks. Okay? Let's see, let's keep on. The person is the one enduring misfortunes at the hands of powerful people and treacherous and vengeful enemies. So be mindful of your enemies because they could take you out for whatever you did them in your past life. Her punishment can be infertility or suffering associated with romantic failures. So again, another dot to her relationships. If she is talented, some pervernius with wounded vanity gets jealous and take revenge on her. In a previous life, the person has abused her authority, was too egocentric, and was using her talents at the detriment of others. So be mindful how you treat others, okay? Please, because Lilith can be real, real toxic and manipulative. Perhaps was she unfair to children, or has she abandoned her own child? In her current incarnation, she may have conflicts with her own children, or children in general may mock her. Her entourage and the events in general will cast a shadow on her reputation, Dangers of her come from fire, weapons, sunburns, or stroke. And she runs a great risk of getting ridiculed and to incur public shame. One must not suffer from unrequited love, but should take more care of the education of children without expecting any specific gratitude from them. So, a whole lot of karma around children. Okay, at this level, the person perceives the manifestation of evil in the arts and entertainment industry. She harmonizes her relationship with children and feels no galling envy towards celebrities, people in power, or those receiving honors. The person wages an uprising war against vulgarity and pornography, protecting the young from the harmful effects of civilization and from empty sensual entertainment. The person consciously purifies love from covertness, exercises enlightenment, creativity, and takes responsibility for her children, for her creations, and for her love. At this level, the person requires excellent acting skills, allowing her to easily turn the heads of strangers and to charm them. So just be mindful of, again, like I'm hearing glamour, like you able to hypnotize people. Like when you really like dress up and really like take care of yourself and look good, it's like it gives off an aura of illusion and you be able to pull a lot of people in like a magnet, okay? But be mindful because the commandment, the main commandment from this karma is do not seek power, do not aspire to glory, and give everything to children without expecting gratitude. So this is going to play out in your life in some way, okay? In some way. And where is Lilith in your chart? Lilith is in the 10th house publicly. Jupiter is also children, 10th house publicly. So a lot of public dealings and karma around children. So just be mindful and aware of how your children see you. So like ask them like, hey y'all, am I doing a good job as a father? What do y'all want from me? What more do y'all need from me as a father? And stuff like that. Just awareness on how you're treating and how you come out to your children in your marriage partner. Because Jupiter also rules marriage. Also Jupiter rules money, big money. So you could be seen as the person that has a lot of money. And Lilith here, the dark goddess, so a lot of the females. See, you got a lot of bad karma because you got Lilith connected to Jupiter. Then you got Juno, the soulmate goddess, and Capricorn. And Capricorn is slow, cold, the opposite of Cancer. Capricorn is winter. So real hard to get along with. So for some reason, you have a lot of, it's like in relationships, you're very hard to please. I'm channeling, it's like it's very hard to be with you in relationships. It's very hard to open that heart because remember, you have planets in all these houses, the first, second, third, fourth, sixth. See, I skipped over fifth. The fifth house is empty. 8, the 7th house is empty too. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And then 12th, 11th house, you got Saturn here. Saturn blocks things. So I'm seeing you don't have a lot of friends. If you do, it's contractual. It's not real friend, like genuine friendships. I'm seeing with the Saturn here. Okay? Interesting. Interesting. But like I said, get your questions down and remember, pause the videos, take notes of your energy, and remember your personal planets. The personal planets are your sense of power. So remember, you have a lot of air energy, okay? A lot of air energy, okay? Air and water. Because see, you got, well, you really balance 5, and that's another dot for being like you don't need a partner to balance you, but your destiny is pushing you to be married. So you have 5 masculine, 5 feminine. So you balance with your energies, okay? But your personal power is a lot of air and water, okay? Because see, you got your Mercury, Venus, and Mars and Scorpio. So it's like you're a powerful detective. You real, I'm hearing the word psychic, manipulative, but you keep it to yourself. A lot of secret relationships or desires. Very sexual energy. Like your sex could transform people. Like you a powerful magician. That's what I'm hearing. A powerful magician with all these planets in Scorpio. So, interesting. And then you got the moon in Gemini at a high degree, and the moon is in the ninth house, and that's the God you serve. So remember, so again, that's another dot. The female, the God you serve is a female, or because Gemini is a masculine sign, a male God that has a lot of feminine energy. But the North Node is about to switch into your ninth house. So coming up in May, all the way May this year to 2021 is going to be a lot of ninth house activations for you. Okay, so let's go over right before the video ends because I think I'm at the 30-minute mark. Okay, so like I said, we're going to talk about Chiron. Your Chiron is in Taurus. Taurus deal with money, the senses, is in the eighth house of marriage. So be careful and mindful of the people that want to marry you or want to be in a committed relationship or just that want to have sex with you because they could wound you. Okay. Um. I see. Yeah. So your wound is around money and women. Female kill you in your past life. Powerful. You have powerful healing abilities that you need to unlock, but you're slow to tap into them because it's like from the aspects in your chart. It's like you have a lot of complications, a lot of distractions, So you really need to find ways to focus and really meditate and unlock those abilities. Marriage is a fear for you. So work on, balance yourself out and try to figure out, you know, how can I cope and be in healthy relationships and be in healthy marriages and be able to not be overbearing. I'm hearing we're overbearing in relationships and in my marriage going forward. Okay, destiny is putting you to be with a woman, but fears must be faced so marriage can be good. So yeah, really key, write this down, awareness. You want to be aware of how you're treating and coming off to women. And also be mindful and aware of how they're coming off to you. Because I'm hearing what you could do, like glamour and illusions, that you give off, they could probably do the same thing. So be mindful of women that are spiritual. Because if they spiritual, they have magic abilities and they know how to use them. Okay? So you really do need some shields and defensive magic to help you against these women. Because I'm telling you, the women are your downfall. The women are your downfall. Okay, so let's focus on powerful rebel magic. Energy. Interesting, rebel. Okay, so closing the year ahead. Okay, connection to higher self, God, female deity, travel, money, thinking pattern will change. So what I wrote down here is all the things that's gonna come up from May all the way to 2021. So a lot of changes dealing with the ninth house. So research the ninth house, get familiar with the ninth house because that's gonna be a major aspect. The ninth house and the eighth house is gonna be a major aspect for you for the next 2 years. Okay. Let's see. Changes thinking. What you believe in is about to change. Open mind. So a lot of things about to open your mind, new experiences, new sensations, new ways of thinking, okay? Your wound is about to be triggered for the next 2 to 3 years. Big transformation around love, money, sex, power coming online. Okay? So a lot of new senses, you're gonna be able to feel more. I'm hearing your heart chakra gonna be activated, okay? Your heart chakra gonna be coming online. So I know I gave you activation through the foot massage. I cleared all your chakras because my heart chakra is open. That's why I'm able to y'all can see I vibrate a lot of masculine and feminine energy out because I have an open heart already. Shit, for the past 4 years I've been healing and working on my heart. Whole lot of heart energy. But yeah. So your heart chakra will be coming online so you can be feeling a lot more, okay? So remember always checking, like make sure you're aware of like what your heart feeling, like what do you feel? Are you happy? Is this person making you happy? Is your needs being met, okay, around this love situations that's coming up for you, okay? Oh, and not a good time to buy a home right now because the system about to crash. And I'm thinking you're gonna be one of the people in the forefront to help when your powers come online to help change the world. Like when all, cause we going to the dimension of the gods and goddesses. So I know your powers and energy and help gonna be needed for the people and the public. But yeah, let me know what you think. Get your questions down. Remember, do your researches on the houses and research Chiron. You have Chiron in Taurus. Okay, you got Chiron in the eighth house. So that's how it's getting the layers. That's how you look it up. You have to look up, type in Google Chiron and Taurus, read that, and then you have to go back and type in Chiron in the eighth house and read that. And that's from all the signs. You know, you got to research Sun in the first house, Pluto in the first house, and then you got to research like Mercury in the second, Venus in the second, uh, Mars in the second, Uranus in the second. That's how you type it in. You know, one by one. But a whole lot of focus on money. Money. Mercury is also brothers and sisters, women, men, and unique, different people. Unique and different people. So remember, yeah. And oh, you're leaving the physical world. South Node is in the sixth house. You're leaving the physical world, going to the 12th higher dimensions. So it's yeah, you meant to be isolated. Another dot for being alone. You see, so it's a lot. Your chart is saying a lot of stuff, a lot of movement, a lot of movement. Okay. Remember, watch more than 5 times to get a really good gist of everything. And get your questions ready and just let me know what your questions are. Thank you.